Good evening, everybody. Welcome to an update to AMail status. I know it's been a while. Couple things have happened. I'm doing a lot of back end work. I've gotten a lot more done. So I am now able to send an email through my ISP, and I actually was able to get it. The demo I'm going to do it today is pretty much the same one we had before. I cleaned up a little bit of stuff. So I'm only showing some buttons that actually work now instead of like all kinds of buttons that may have worked. So it's still the same. It looks pretty much the same, updated the version. Every time I do a recording, I update the version. The date ends up automatically populating when I built. I now have like 73 emails in here. I do get to see them. It takes a little bit. The SSL issue was resolved. There's some weird things going on that when I get data back, it can say, "Hey, I'm done," but there's still data waiting. So I actually have to wait a second now to make sure all the data got processed and came through AMI SSL. That's how I found out to solve it. I don't know if there's a better way. There probably is, but that worked for me so far. So that's put in a little bit of lag in all of the requests out. Every time I send a request and come back, it waits a little bit. I don't have any threading going on, so it's just going to be slow. I've also changed some code to, instead of just pulling the entire message back, I'm asking the IMAP server to just send me the text body. And that works in some cases. This one I have an attachment on there, and it actually grabs the attachment and it works well. I think I'm setting the wrong IMAP command because this one I send an attachment as well, but I don't have any text in the body, and it tries to load the entire, base64 encoded message coming out of the server. I don't know why yet. I still have to go play around with the IMAP settings, but at least some stuff's working, so that's kind of cool. Not a big deal there. Some things I only have a to and a subject. Right now, I only allow one email address in there. That will obviously change at some point there in the future. I can tab down through, uh, and that works mostly, except for when I get down to this text box. Then the tab becomes a tab and it won't go through the next boxes. Okay, there are worse problems to have. And here we go. We're sending a message. So we're going to send it. It's going off and doing stuff in the back. It makes a connection. I'm not keeping any connections open. So I do an action and then disconnect from the server. And I got an SMTP message there. So I can do a fetch mail, and it will fetch all my messages again. I send it to myself from myself, so I will have another message at the bottom. Yep. There's the recording message I just sent. I sent it from myself, and it's going to go off and read the message and should put it here. Yep, message I sent. Right now I'm automatically putting a tagline in there, sent on an Amiga, which is pretty sweet. So I have a lot to do yet. There's a lot going on. Down here, I want to add a scroll bar, so I'm starting to read a little bit about that. I want to be able to add configuration items. Right now, there's a text file in there. You just have to put in all your information in there, and then it'll look at it when everything starts up. Obviously, parsing more than one email one email address, so you can send to multiple people, get the CC to work, probably BCC as well. The delete needs to happen, so I can't delete anything off the server right now. And I don't store anything locally, so when this thing starts up, it goes out to the server and just downloads stuff, and everything's being displayed into memory. I'm not actually storing a local copy anywhere as well. I don't know what order I'm going to do things in. I'm pretty sure I'm going to work on the slider bar. It's going to take me a little bit trying to read the docs. This is again learning for me. How do I add a slider to the docs or to the text area? I need to go figure out how to make that happen, and it's coming along. So I'm not sure where I want to release or when I want to actually put like a pre-alpha version out there. But I kind of want again, my goal is still to have something that does stuff by, like end of September. And that's coming up pretty quick. So, if there's like a key feature, obviously getting email mail and to send one is super important. I want to be able to add the reply back in so I can click on one and just hit reply and it'll just automatically go to the send message with like the people on it already included, so you don't have to remember to do that. I also want to do like a little mini address book so I can type in like my name so I can bring it up when you go to send a message. Thinking of being able to click here, maybe where the two is, and then it'll just pop something up that you can actually click on people. As you click one, and it'll go into there, or do a multi-click and say OK. So that's kind of where I'm leaning towards of getting something that's what I consider functional, but it's coming, and just wanted to make sure I shared with everybody that I have not given up. There's a lot going on. It took me a lot to figure out the SSL issue, and then to start putting in. I'm actually testing for stuff coming back from the SMTP server and the IMAP server, so I'm getting results back like I'm expecting. So that's super important to me. Instead of just going, I think it happened okay, I actually wanted to check and make sure that it does something. It's going to log it to the console window behind it. Right now, I don't have any kind of error messaging set up to where, hey, I can't do that. But that's on my list of things to do as well. So there's a lot happening here. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy following along. Questions, comments, please leave them below. And hopefully I'll be back. My goal is at least once a month to actually have something out here to say, hey, I actually did stuff. But, life happens sometimes, but we're getting it done. Thank you all, and have a great day.